Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily PIB Analysis video. In the evening these videos come, in the morning the Hindu editorial videos they come, and the PDF you will get on the Telegram channel, and the Facebook group's link is also given on the last page. And you see, these are having very important MCQs these days because the data is being updated in a very less amount these days on PIB website. So I am taking these current affair issues and all other schemes or important informations in the form of MCQs. So look for the additional data and the explanation and the answers I'm giving to you, but for additional data you should search for these things. But the biggest help is that I'm telling you what is the most important topic for this year's prelims examination. So this is important, and 27th of March, very fast the time is running, and these are pen drive courses by StudyIQ. There you can call on these numbers and you can ask for these courses. 60% off is going on, and it will go on till 31st of March. So 31st March is the last date, and all the courses are available. Updated courses, UPSC course is also available. So only 2 months are left, and these courses are going to be the biggest help. So make a hurry. MCQ 1, News Broadcasting Standards Authority. It was established by NBA, News Broadcasting Association. It's not a statutory body, it's not a constitutional body. As I told you, there is no legal backing to it. Only it was created by this particular body, and it had issued guidelines, but these are not enforceable. So the answer would be D, none. Okay, and all these media houses and all, they all were briefed by Election Commission of India and by NBSA both. So this was information. Next, third installment of joint military exercise of India, Australia, OSINDEX will be held off the coast of Visakhapatnam. You see, I think I have made a mistake in the Hindi lesson. It is actually joint naval exercise. It is not military exercise. So this particular option would be wrong. Answer would be only 2. I think I've made a mistake today. I'm very sorry in the Hindi lesson. It is joint naval exercise. Even for this particular thing, this particular confusion, I had notified you earlier in some lessons that never confuse these things, and I myself has committed this particular mistake. So it is wrong. This statement is wrong because it is not a military exercise. It's a naval exercise. So this statement would be wrong, and this statement would be correct because it is largest ever deployment of India Australian Defence Group to India, and HMAS Canberra is taking part in that, and that is the biggest particular ship from Australia, and they are taking part here. 1,000 Australian defence personnel will take part in this particular exercise, and it is happening off the coast of Visakhapatnam, as we call it, Vizag coast, off the coast of Vizag. So only 2 is going to be the correct answer here. B is the correct answer here. Next, Indian Navy's Nuclear, Biological and Chemical Training Facility, NBCTF. As I told you, it was INS Shivaji and inaugurated by Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Sunil Lamba, and very soon we will have the new chief here as Karamveer Singh. So Shivaji at Lonavala is that facility where they are going to practice, and they are going to simulate these nuclear, biological and chemical damages. Next, all these particular schemes are related to the research. Imprint is regarding innovation technology, Impress is regarding social science, and they all have been financed by Ministry of HRD. So the clarification was given yesterday in PIB data. So D, all is the correct answer here. Next, Mozambique Channel. You can see here the 0 degree equator. It runs through this particular area. Okay, I think it is somewhat towards north, but take it as 0 degree, and it is a southern hemisphere, as we all know, and this is Mozambique Channel. Beira city is here, where maximum devastation followed after this infliction of cyclone Idai. Okay, it was a tropical cyclone because this is the tropical area, and this is Madagascar here. This is Mozambique, capital is Maputo, and Beira port is here. So this Mozambique Channel would be between Mozambique and Madagascar, or Beira or Madagascar. Okay, and you should also remember there is a eastern Mozambique current, that is a warm current, because the oceanic gyre's direction in the southern hemisphere is anti-clockwise. So it will take the warm waters of equators towards southern part. So it's a warm current. So that you should also remember. So A is the correct answer here. Next, third edition of joint military training exercise between Indian Army and Royal Oman Army. So answer is Oman. So this is not given here, and right answer would be D, none. Next, Ministry of Personal Public Grievance and Pensions Data. Chairperson Lokpal, Mr. Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, he has administered oath to the other members. 4 are judicial members and 4 are non-judicial members, as I told you, as it is according to the rule, and 50% of them would be from SC, ST and women's group. Okay, so you can see the names here, and these 4 are judicial ones and these 4 are non-judicial ones. This is the organizational setup of Lokpal, and they have this historical responsibility of curbing this corruption, and how they are going to work here, that we have to see, and it is going to be the most important thing in the corruption history of India. Next, Ministry of Home Affairs data. Cabinet approves MOU between India and Indonesia, and it is regarding the narcotic drugs, psychotropic substances and drug illicit trafficking. It's a menace in some states like Punjab, Haryana. You see it has become a cause of concern that the youth in huge numbers of population, their lives are devastated because of this drug menace. So it's not only a problem in India, it's a problem in most of the countries today, and this illicit trafficking of these drugs. For that, the UN convention, the International Drug Control Convention, that is working, and according to that we have signed MOUs with 37 countries apart from Indonesia. Okay, so this is going to be important. Other MOUs are also signed, so this was very important here. Next, the most important information for today. Anti-satellite missile we have launched. It was developed indigenously by DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, and PM Narendra Modi addressed nation saying that this Mission Shakti, the name is Mission Shakti, has shot down a low orbit satellite using ASAT missile, means anti-satellite missile, and it is to defend India's space assets and not to start any arms race. So that is important, because you see making these satellites safe is also a very important goal here, and if in the modern warfare system, if these satellites are attacked or there is any kind of attack from the satellites, then this missile is going to be very, very important. So it is a Make in India initiative that is boosted up here, and it's a talk of the day here that we had launched on our own. We have become the 4th nation. USA, China and Russia, only these countries have these abilities, and now the name appears for India. India is the 4th nation that has this capability now. That is important. Next, Ministry of Defense data. First Indian Army mountaineering expedition to Mount Makalu. Mount Makalu, it's an isolated peak. What is the location here? You can see the Nepal's map here, and it is Tibet, or we may say China. So this is the location of Mount Makalu, and it is near to Mount Everest, and after some distance you will find the Mount Kanchenjunga here near the border of Sikkim and Nepal. So Mount Makalu is here. It's a kind of a isolated peak and one of the most dangerous peaks, because it has these steep surfaces. So that is very important, and it is first Indian Army mountaineering expedition to Mount Makalu. 5 officers, 2 JCOs and 11 ORs would be flagged off by 26th of March. Okay, so it was flagged, so that is done for now, and it is 5th highest peak. Remember that Mount Everest is first one. The height is 8485 meter. 8485 meter means very, very high. Next, UGC prohibits imparting distance degree program in agriculture also. It was the regulation on some professional courses like medicine, engineering and architecture. They were not permitted to be offered in distance mode. Okay, and you can understand a lot of projects, labs, reports and a lot of active participation and on a daily basis is needed in these courses. These are professional courses. They cannot send distance degrees to these students, and it would not be anyway useful if they start these courses online or distance learning programs. So in agriculture also, Union Agriculture Ministry had referred this matter to the Commission, and now UGC has prohibited imparting distance degree programs in agriculture also. So that is important, and to protect the interest of the students already enrolled to the agriculture degree programs, Indian Council of Agriculture Research has been requested for hand-holding such institutions. So this is important data. Next information is a repeated one, where Trump signed a proclamation in which the United States recognized the strategic plateau, that Golan Heights, as we discussed earlier. After 1967, when this 6-day war ended, Israel captured this particular territory of Syria. It was the part of Syria, Golan Heights, and now it has annexed it in 1981. So it is known as the Israel occupied territory. And these countries of Europe, Belgium, Britain, France, Germany and Poland, they are saying that we will continue calling it the Israel occupied territory. We will not support Trump's move here. Even this thing was not there in the US policy for decades, but now Trump signed this proclamation and it has become the biggest controversy. CIA has asked United Nations to conduct a meeting regarding this declaration by Trump. So this is important. Now the MCQs, try their answers, try their additional datas, and these are going to be very, very helpful in prelims examination this year. So thanks a lot, keep watching, and the PDF you will get on the Facebook group. The Telegram channel's link is also given there. So these are important. Thanks a lot, keep watching. It was Amit Saini.